There is a world beyond the borderlands. A world forged by wonder and ruled by fate. There's one alone who can wield fate. One alone whose story is in their own hands. The Fate Maker.
Hey.
That's you. Heavy, right?
Oh, okay. Well, you don't gotta call me that. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is a good Borderlands experience. It builds off the original DLC it pays homage to, but it's not what Borderlands is meant to be. Borderlands is about being a badass and killing badasses with your friends, getting cool loot, and killing bigger badasses with it. But the most badass thing in the game happens after the 4th main quest, which is when the game actually starts to open up. The new changes made to the game revived some aspects, like the Dragon Lord was a great antagonist, but most of the new characters and events were stale or just forgettable. Along with the change from an edgy and goofy futuristic setting to just a goofy D&D fantasy setting, it was sad to see. The game you're playing was supposed to be bunkers and badasses. After playing it, it felt more like encounters and rainbows. The main quest line and side quests overall aren't that great compared to other games in the series, but they try to make up for it by making all the quests go by each of the monolith, dice, and puzzles of the area. This kind of design is good, but when it's only a max of 1 to 3 quests per zone that hold your hand to almost every hidden collectible, it's underwhelming and boring, especially for a $59.99 game. The addition of multi-classing was a much-needed revamp to the Borderlands system. It allows the players to pick and swap between multiple different classes depending on what kind of playstyle they have or weapons they find during their adventure. Like if you get a badass spell that goes zawoosh, you can pick Spellshot or Graveborn. Or if you get a fish or a frying pan that goes dunk, you can switch to Berserker or Clawbringer. Either way, there's tons of ways to customize your characters to fight through the monotonous chaos chambers at the end. Chaos chambers was a cool idea to prolong the experience, but after chaos level 5 or so, out of the 20, the enemies just become bullet sponges. It feels like repeating the last quest of a brawl mission, grinding for the same gear just with bigger numbers. Other than killing the 3 invincible bosses and the 1 minigame boss, the Chaos Chambers are just fluff. The Invincibles used to be called raid bosses, and they held the title well. When scaling for higher Chaos levels, they should have looked at how other games do their raid bosses and added new mechanics with the bigger numbers. Adding new mechanics, new enemies, or even a chaos mode only element would have given life to the endgame instead of just a memory lane tour of your last 40 levels. Because when it's the exact same bosses and items, just with bigger numbers, even the best fights and coolest gear become stale. Lastly, the PC port and menu controls in this game are straight up doo-doo. Did anyone use the mouse and keyboard in development? With these wacky key bindings, why does the mouse start with 4000 sensitivity? Why is enter the only way to accept the quest? And lastly, why is the only version not to come out with split screen the PC one?
Why?
I just want to know, 2K. I know that you guys have had a bad history of PC ports, and I thought that you might do better with this one, seeing how the last 2 were not this bad, but come on, guys. All I'm trying to say with this video is the game has potential and lays a foundation for Borderlands 4, but it definitely needs a patch or 2 for it to be worth $60. And with that being said, I'm done. Bye-bye.
Hey, sugar, I've got something for you.